Hello, folks. Welcome back to Chris Wyatt Africa. This is Chris in central Pennsylvania. Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any more crazy or bizarre at the parastatal state-owned utility Eskom in South Africa, things just go from crazy to crazier. Today, the chairman of the board, the reappointed Mpho Makwana, who was sacked previously for good reason, but brought back to the patronage project known as Eskom in October of 2022, and announced as a likely successor to outgoing CEO assassination target, undermined CEO Andre de Ruyter. Now, Mpho Makwana had a media call today, the 22nd of January, 2023, in which he said South Africans should expect continuous stage 2 to stage 3 load shedding for the next 24 months. Now, in my mind, that's a pretty honest statement, although being on continuous load shedding is something that's in dispute. But the fact is that this country will not be able to recover in 24 months, given the malaise and the destruction of its electrical grid and its capacity. Now, Makwana said in the media briefing, we want to create some predictability. Shuttling from one stage to another is never good. No, it's not. The harm it does electronics and electrical devices is legion. Now, outgoing Eskom CEO Andre de Ruyter later clarified that Mpho Makwana really doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He said that continuously implementing a specific stage of load shedding is simply not possible. In other words, he understands how the grid works, unlike the patronage pick, Mpho Makwana. Now, one thing they're concerned about here is the energy availability factor. That's how much the grid is available at any given time. They want to get to a point where they can stop load shedding in the next 24 months. Well, how do you do that? Well, one way is you get generation capacity back online and make it reliable. I see no way that that's happening in the next 12 months, let alone 24 months. Now, Makwana said the global average for energy availability factor is 86%, which is true. Right now, South Africa is at 58%. They want to get to 70% next year. 70% will not get to the point where they will not have load shedding. This is ridiculous. Now, the writer said the possibility of stage 8 load shedding is receding in South Africa, which is comforting and positive. But there's always an inherent risk, and for that purpose, we have to protect our diesel reserves. Well, Eskom has no money for diesel reserves. They're living off the generosity of the state, which is pilfering money from the just energy transformation, if it ever shows up, and the money that comes from the IMF, the African Development Bank, the World Bank, the BRICS Bank, and taxpayers. What an absolute mess. South Africa is a clown car show, sadly. Cry of the beloved country. What an absolute mess this is. Cocked up entirely by the African National Congress and its use of parastatals as parking places for patronage hires, their corrupt friends, broad-based Black economic empowerment schemes, and racial policies. And you see what they have today. 41% of their generation capacity gone. Hey, folks, if you're not subscribed, why don't you join us? Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.